Have you ever heard of a place that completely shatters our understanding of ancient history? A place with stone blocks so massive, so impossibly heavy, that even our most advanced modern machinery would struggle to move them? Welcome to Baalbek, in modern-day Lebanon. This isn't just another ancient ruin, it's a profound enigma that has stumped engineers, archaeologists, and historians for centuries. Today, we're diving deep into one of the greatest megalithic mysteries on Earth. Forget what you think you know about the ancient world, because the story of Baalbek is about to blow your mind. At the heart of this complex lies a Roman temple, the Temple of Jupiter, built on a platform of truly colossal stones. But here's the twist. Many experts believe this foundation is far older than the Roman temple itself. So, who built it? And more importantly, how? Let's talk about the sheer scale of what we're dealing with. The main temple platform at Baalbek contains a series of stones known as the trilithon. Each of these 3 stones is estimated to weigh around 800 tons. To put that into perspective, an average car weighs about 1.5 tons. So, one of these blocks is equivalent to over 500 cars stacked together. They were lifted over 20 feet into the air and placed with such precision that you can't even slip a piece of paper between them. How on earth did an ancient civilization, without the help of modern cranes and hydraulic lifts, achieve such a feat? The Romans were brilliant engineers, no doubt. They built aqueducts, roads, and magnificent structures across their empire. But even for them, quarrying, transporting, and lifting 800-ton blocks seems to be a leap beyond their documented capabilities. Roman records are incredibly detailed. They wrote about their military campaigns, their politics, their engineering triumphs. Yet, there is a strange silence when it comes to the construction of this monumental platform at Baalbek. They describe building the temple on top of it, but not the foundation itself. This has led many to believe that the Romans found this incredible platform already there, a relic of a much older, forgotten civilization. But the mystery doesn't end with the trilithon. Just a short distance away, in the original quarry, lies a stone that is even more mind-boggling. It's known as the Stone of the South, or more famously, the Stone of the Pregnant Woman. This single, perfectly cut block of limestone is estimated to weigh an astonishing 1,000 tons. That's the weight of about 3 Boeing 747 airplanes. For years, it was considered the largest hewn stone in the world. Imagine the scene: ancient workers, using who knows what tools, carving this behemoth out of the bedrock. But for some reason, it was left in the quarry, never moved to the temple site. Why? Did something happen? Was it a failed attempt? Or was it simply too heavy, even for its mysterious builders? And then, things got even crazier. In recent years, archaeologists discovered even larger stones in the same quarry. One block, still partially buried, is estimated to weigh around 1,200 tons. And another, unearthed in 2014, tips the scales at a staggering 1,650 tons. This makes it the largest known single stone ever quarried in human history. Let's pause and really think about this. We're talking about a block of stone weighing over 3.5 million pounds. Why would any civilization attempt to cut something so massive? What purpose could it possibly have served? The conventional explanations start to feel inadequate when faced with this kind of evidence. Mainstream archaeology often suggests that thousands of workers, using ropes, rollers, and ramps, could have moved these stones. They point to examples like the Egyptians moving obelisks. But the Baalbek stones are on another level entirely. The largest Egyptian obelisk ever erected weighs around 455 tons, less than half the weight of the trilithon blocks, and a fraction of the weight of the largest stones in the quarry. The engineering challenges are immense. First, quarrying. How did they cut these blocks with such sharp, precise angles using only primitive tools? The limestone at Baalbek is hard, and shaping it would have been an incredible task. Second, transportation. The quarry is about 1 kilometer away from the temple site, and the terrain isn't perfectly flat. How do you move a 1,650-ton block over that distance? Wooden rollers would likely be crushed under the weight. Building a ramp to lift it 20 feet high would require a structure almost as monumental as the temple itself. And third, placement. The precision is the real kicker. These gigantic blocks were fitted together seamlessly. This isn't just about brute force. It requires an incredible level of finesse and planning. How do you nudge an 800-ton block a few millimeters to the left? It's a puzzle that modern engineering would find extremely difficult to solve even today. This is where the more alternative theories come into play. Frustrated by the lack of conventional explanations, some researchers have looked for answers outside the box. One popular idea is the ancient astronauts theory, suggesting that extraterrestrial beings with advanced technology visited Earth in the distant past and built these structures, or at least provided the tools and knowledge to do so. Proponents of this theory argue that technologies like acoustic levitation or some form of anti-gravity could explain how these massive stones were moved so easily. They point to ancient texts and legends from around the world that speak of sky gods and fiery chariots, interpreting them as evidence of alien contact. While it sounds like science fiction, the sheer impossibility of Baalbek's construction makes people wonder. Another theory suggests the existence of a lost, highly advanced human civilization that predates known history, a civilization like the mythical Atlantis. The idea is that this ancient culture possessed a deep understanding of engineering, mathematics, and perhaps even physics that we have since lost. They built incredible structures like Baalbek before a global catastrophe wiped them out, leaving behind only these enigmatic ruins. The Romans then came along thousands of years later and built their own temples on these ancient, sacred foundations. Of course, these theories are not accepted by mainstream academia. Archaeologists and historians prefer to stick to what can be proven with tangible evidence. They argue that we simply underestimate the ingenuity and manpower of ancient peoples. They believe that with enough time, enough workers, and a whole lot of clever engineering using simple machines, the construction of Baalbek was possible. They suggest complex systems of levers, counterweights, and capstans, all working in perfect harmony. They imagine tens of thousands of workers pulling in unison, a massive, coordinated effort spanning decades or even centuries. It's a testament to human determination, they say. But is it? Can sheer manpower and simple tools really account for the 1,650-ton monoliths? The debate rages on, creating a fascinating clash between what we think we know and what seems truly impossible. Baalbek stands as a silent witness, its stones holding a secret that we may never fully uncover. It forces us to ask fundamental questions about our past. Is our timeline of human history correct? Were there chapters of our story that have been completely lost to time? Baalbek isn't just a collection of big rocks. It's a challenge to our perception of antiquity. It suggests that our ancestors might have been far more capable than we give them credit for, or that they had help. Whether you lean towards the conventional explanation of human ingenuity, or you're open to the more exotic ideas of lost civilizations or alien intervention, one thing is certain: Baalbek is a place of profound wonder. It continues to defy explanation, inviting us to dream, to question, and to explore the deepest mysteries of our origins. What do you think? How were these colossal stones moved and placed with such precision? Was it the result of brilliant ancient engineering, a forgotten technology from a lost civilization, or something else entirely? Let me know your theories in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this incredible mystery. Thanks for joining me on this journey to Baalbek. If you enjoyed this exploration of ancient enigmas, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the world's greatest mysteries. See you next time.